Today we're going to show kimono beginners how to wear kimono authentically. We'll show you every step so that way you can wear it beautifully too. Okay, let's start!
When wearing kimono, we want to complement the designs and patterns on the kimono and not our body underneath. So, the ideal kimono shape is a straight cylinder, not the Western hourglass. To do this, we need to use padding to fill out our body curves. First, let's start by putting on the tabi. Fold down the top, then put your foot inside. Unfold it and use the metal hooks to close the tabi. Next, you can either wear a tank top and shorts or a hara juban. This is the innermost layer and protects the silk fabric from touching your skin. If you're using a hara juban, start by putting on the skirt, then put on the top. Now, we're going to pad our hips and waist to create the proper body shape. Today, I'm using 2 towels, but this may change depending on your body shape. Now, fold the towel over a himo and fit it to your waist shape. Then, wrap it around your waist. Next, do the same with a smaller towel for your hips. Place this one right above your bottom. Now we're ready for the next step. This is kimono underwear, and we call it a naga juban. Before putting it on, we need to put the erishin or collar stiffener into the collar of the naga juban. Today, I am wearing a 1-piece naga juban, but you can also find 2-piece naga juban. Now, let's put it on. Pull down the collar to expose the back of your neck. You should be able to fit your fist between your neck and the collar. Next, let's fix the front. Close the right panel over your left breast, then the left panel over your right breast. Now, tie everything in place with a himo. Always remember, all kimono items should be worn left over right. The last thing we need is a datejime on top of the himo. Now we're ready to move on to the kimono. Before we put on the kimono, we need to fold the collar in half. This kimono has a snap, so I'm going to snap it closed. Now, let's slide it up from the back. Next, fix your juban and kimono sleeves so they fit together nicely. Then, hold your kimono in the front and back, and gently move it back and forth to make sure the kimono is centered. The back seam should be in the exact center of your back, and both the kimono and nagajuban back seam should be aligned. When they're centered, use a clip to hold the kimono collar and juban collar together. Next, let's fix the length of the kimono. Hold the front panels in one hand and the back with your other. Lift it up high, then slowly lower the kimono down to the right length. The bottom of the kimono should just barely touch the floor. Using one hand to hold the kimono in place, smooth all the extra fabric above your waist. Then, close the left panel in front of you to measure it so that when your left hand hangs down, your middle finger lines up with the left seam. When it looks right, open the kimono up and close the right panel across your body. Pull the corner up about 7 to 8 centimeters. This step is very important, so don't forget it. Then, cross the left panel back across your body. This time, pull the corner up about 4 to 5 centimeters. Now, we will use another himo to fix the kimono in place. Hold the himo at the center and place it on the left, right above your hips. Wrap it around until you're back where you began and tie a knot. It is very important to tie this tightly because this holds up your kimono. Next, we want to flatten all the extra fabric over this himo. Put your hands inside the kimono and using a gentle chopping motion, straighten the extra fabric. Then, run your hands along the bottom to smooth it out. This folded over extra fabric is called the ohashori. Our goal is for the ohashori to extend 1 finger's length below the obi. The next thing we must do is fix the collars. I have taken off my left sleeve so you can see this next step better. Now, take the extra fabric of the inner panel and fold it up, creating a diagonal line. This step is important so we don't have too many layers of fabric in the ohashori. Too many layers would make it very puffy. Then, lay the left panel on top and hold everything in place. The kimono and juban collars should overlap completely from the back of your neck until your ears. At this point, the two will open up so we can see some of the juban collar. We want the visible portion of the collar to widen as we go down. At the end, you should have your juban collar exposed about 2.5 centimeters. Once you have your collars looking neat, use a himo to tie it in place. Now we need to straighten out some wrinkles. Starting from the back, slip your fingers under the himo and smooth out your back, pulling all the extra fabric to the sides. If you have a lot of extra fabric, you can create a pleat with the excess under your arms, like this. When all the wrinkles are gone, put a datejime on top of the himo. Now the kimono is finished.
Good job today. I know for people starting out it can be a little difficult, but remember, practice makes perfect. Also stay tuned for our next video on how to wear the obi. Okay, see you next time!